In the spirit of all African freedom fighters of the past, and in particular of those who were victorious in the Haitian Revolution, whom I bear my name, the Irritated Genie, as a reflection of that spirit. I've made the decision on behalf of the ancestors that these men have a right to the opportunity and the chance to prove themselves capable and worthy to lead their nations out of its current condition. These three black men have taken the first step. France has stated that they're going to intercede and invade Niger because 50% of the uranium they get to power France comes from Niger. These three men represent our heads as African people. They represent the first steps towards our rise. And France has been known to take out the heads so that our rise does not occur. My call to all the young people on the African continent who've been patiently waiting for change, who've been patiently wondering when is our time going to come, when the corruption stops, when the bowing down to the West stops. When does it stop? My call to you is this: if any decision is made to inhibit Niger, Burkina Faso, or Mali from continuing in their direction, if they attempt to take off this head, I am asking every group of young African men, and if you have the courage to be with them, the women, and definitely the youth, listen to me. These three men, their rallying cry will be one Africa. They're saying we're going to unify and we're going to do better for our people. But your cry is different. If our leadership cannot have heads, whatever country you're in, from the bottom tip of South Africa to the northern tip of Ethiopia, your rallying cry, Kupete Buleka. If there are no Africans who can rule our nations where there's French presence, there will be no Frenchman, French woman, or French child walking amongst us with their head still on their shoulders. I am literally requesting you, without asking permission, since we don't have the military capacity to fight France head on. We can partner with Russia and do our best, but quite frankly, let's change the nature of the war. You can drop a bomb in Mali, you can send soldiers, but there's nowhere where Africans are in deep numbers where you will walk with your heads. That means Cameroon, that means Zimbabwe, that means South Africa, that means Uganda, that means Tanzania, that means Angola, that means Ghana, that means Nigeria. I'm calling on you, the people, not waiting for the government. You make the decision. God is giving you permission. Dessalines is giving you permission. I'm making the call to protect our leadership. We're not asking permission. It's Kupete Buleka. If it's war, then it's war. We set the rules. And the rules are, we keep our head, you keep yours. You go after our heads, wherever you are, neither age nor gender will be spared. Kupete Buleka. Definitely coup d'état. I want to make a clarification so it's very clear. Russians are safe in Africa. They're proving themselves to be helpful in our conquest for freedom. They shall not be harmed. The other Europeans who are there, they're not French. That's not who we're looking at. But any Frenchman or woman or child, if our African heads are attacked, are free game. I also want to make clear that this extends to ECOWAS. We've seen that Nigeria has said we don't agree with attacking these nations. That's good. But even if ECOWAS or other black groups attack our brothers, the same laws apply. Wherever there's a Frenchman, woman, or child in Africa, they shall go without heads. Because so often they get us to fight ourselves. We will not have that. The consequences are the same. We want to give our brothers the opportunity to prove themselves. And no talking is going to make that happen. I want you to share this message. Second, this is the spirit of the ancestors calling on you. This is your time, young people in Africa. You do your part, which you make it clear. We may not be able to make it to Mali, Burkina Faso, or Niger, but we can make it outside. In fact, if you would like, and I would appreciate it, find out where the French live in Angola and go put this message on their door. Coupe tete pour les cas. Find out where they are in your country, in Guinea, and put the message on their door. Coupe tete pour les cas. Hands off. Mali, hands off. Make it very clear to them and then prove it when necessary. So I wanted to make that call. It was on my spirit. The ancestors are calling. It is our time. Even in Haiti, the land of the victors, you too, since you started it, you can say, if you make any moves against our brothers in Mali, in Burkina Faso, in Niger, in Haiti, coupe tete bouleka. Let's show you part 2. No Frenchman shall walk with his head on his shoulders. Irritated genie.
Alors, je rappelle que les Russes doivent se sentir en sécurité et en paix en Afrique.